Greetings there, my friends! Welcome to the fire. Sometimes the unexpected makes for the best moments, like in this story entitled, The Party That Defeated 3 Bosses in 1 Session, Without Combat, r/dndstories, posted by DHF Anchor. 2 days ago, our most recent session ended. I am the DM of our D&D 5e group. It's a 6-player party featuring a wizard, druid, rogue, artificer, fighter, and monk. This is the penultimate session for my first campaign ever as DM. And to say I made some mistakes in the early days would be an understatement. I believe I've improved a lot since then, but some of those poor decisions from the past came back in a big way today. About 10 sessions ago, our party broke into the labyrinth-like treasury of the BBG, a corrupt king, later revealed to be a shape-shifting fiend of still unknown origin. They've been in there ever since, carefully and systematically fighting tough enemies and sidestepping traps the entire way. As they've been doing this, out of game, my players and I have talked and we all admitted that we're a little tired of the campaign. It's not that we're not having fun, but I'm ready to move on from it and into the new one I've been putting together for the last year. And they were ready to say goodbye to their characters and build new ones using the many character creation items that have been released since we started playing in the fall of 2018. In hindsight, these discussions may have contributed to the decisions they made today. So back to the present day. Finally past a treacherous labyrinth, the party descends to the final floor, a massive cavern not unlike the crumbling underground ruins that you would find in a video game like Tomb Raider or Uncharted. As they were getting their bearings, they watch a human inexplicably crawl out of a hole in the ground, who then proceeds to wave at them and walk over to make small talk upon spotting them. This human is the first boss, and also not a human, but a polymorphed ancient brass dragon. Their conversation was friendly, but a strong insight check from the monk reveals that he seems to be very careful about the words he's choosing, that he may be trying to hide something. Back to the conversation. Our druid, a very friendly furbog who's reluctant to fight if he doesn't have to, asks the disguised dragon if he would like to play a game. Their logic is that if this guy's been down here for a while, he probably got lonely and missed things like laughing, drinking, or playing cards with friends. Excited at this first contact with people in a while, the dragon happily agrees, asking what they were going to play. And our druid pulls out the deck of many things, which I had given him through a side quest years ago in one of my many poor decisions as DM. He then proceeds to teach our dragon the real-life card game of war, and after splitting the deck, they drew. My poor dragon drew the Ace of Spades, the Don John card. Instantly disappeared to another dimension, never to be seen again. The druid got their magic items disintegrated, which sucks, but totally worth it by comparison. After we all collectively recovered from laughing at this, the party works out how to open the big shiny treasure room door, and in they go for all the loot. And this is where the second of my sins past comes into play. While in there, the wizard found a magic lamp, something that I had planned to have in there to allow them to escape before said wizard had joined the party, as for a while we had no casters in the group. After rubbing the lamp, a genie pops out, a very friendly one at that, and he barters with the wizard, proposing that he would give them a magic item if he swears to use one of the obligatory 3 wishes to set him free from the lamp. The wizard instantly agrees, being a very kind character himself, and then shockingly, he uses one of his wishes to ask for the alignment of a lich, the right hand of the BBEG, to be changed to lawful good, because I've written the lich as a character who had abused the genie's powers in the past. He, of course, agreed. 2 boss fights down without violence in less than an hour. And then the one that broke me. Quick side note, I am married to the player who runs the rogue, and she had a voice in her head during the entire game. Before this dungeon, it was revealed that this voice was actually the demon lord Demigorgon, who was drawn to her natural bloodlust. I had mentioned to her in passing that I intended for her evil overlord to come to the mortal plane at some point, through some black magic effery, and serve as the true final boss of the game. This was a couple of years ago, and I thought that she would forget. She did not forget, and in a twist that I would have never expected, the wizard asked if anyone else wanted his second wish. Rogue pounced on the chance and asked not for Demigorgon to be killed or be banished, but for the connection between them to be severed. At this point, my plans were burning down, and I was wanting the game to end anyway, so fighting hard not to laugh too much as Rome crumbled around me, I allowed it. And there you have it. The campaign wasn't finished just yet, but with my 3 big fights already resolved, preemptively, there was not too many loose ends to tie up. I'm not sure if I should be mad at my party, proud of them, or what. But I can't deny that this is the most memorable session I've had since my very first one. I just hope they aren't expecting quite as many lucky breaks in my next game. Yep, things don't always go according to plan, and that's the magic of games like D&D. I've had players surprise me by circumventing encounters with their creative solutions that I would have never thought of. And I've also been that player as well in other people's games. Anyone else have any fun, memorable sessions like the one in this story? Well, sound off in the comments if you do. Be sure to hit that like and subscribe button if you want to see more content like this. And would you kindly follow the socials posted in the description below. As always, be good, be great, be awesome.